Welcome everyone to a brand new series here in Summoner's War. The reason why I'm going to be doing this series is because a lot of you guys have recently been asking me to do this, and that is to actually talk about certain monsters and your strategies and really the types of runes and what the hell you should be doing because, well, it gets kind of tricky later in the game. Now, I should make a note. I've been getting these requests, messages, comments, whatever for the past month and a half or so. But it wasn't until I released the whole Giants B8 farming, where I was able to auto it with a 100% chance, where some of you guys said, what the hell, how are you doing that? Now I should make a note, I'm not an extreme pro, because there are many people, including probably some of you guys who are watching right now, who have much better monsters, who are in a much better position than me. You can easily auto, like, up to Dragon Slayer B10 or Necropolis, all that stuff. You can probably do Raid B5, I don't know. But I can't go to that extreme, although I am close. I am, well, not with everything. With some I'm still far away, like Necropolis. I do not have a Necropolis team, whatever, but that's a different story. But for certain things, I'm close to being able to do 10. I can already auto B10 for many halls. Giants Keep, I'm missing one monster to be able to auto it. I'm missing one. I can manual it if I borrow a monster from an ally, but that's cheating in my opinion. I want to do it myself. Anyway, let's get to the main point of the video now. So what I'm going to be doing is basically talking about every single useful monster individually for every single video. So for this one, I'm going to begin with a monster that many of you guys are familiar with. Actually, it's a monster that everybody should have because it's extremely easy to get, and she's also very reliable. And that is the Wind Pixie known as Shannon. Before I talk about the runes and all that stuff, I should mention that 6-starring Shannon, at least from many sources that I have, or from places that I've heard, 6-starring Shannon is in a way optional, but let me say it's only optional in very, very small situations, because sooner or later you want to 6-star her because she's useful in many situations, from the Trial of Ascension to Giant's Keep, has some use in Dragon's Lair, not as much in other places, but she's even useful in the raid. She is useful in so many different ways, even in, like, offense for arena and guild battles. But because of that, because of her extreme use, it is very important to try and 6-star her eventually. She's obviously not going to be, a 6-star right away, because, like, if you're trying to build a team of 5, let's say, always build the other monsters to 6-star before Shannon. Never build her first or second or third. Later. Later's much better. That's the tip I can give you. Here she is, level 40, 7,245 HP, an attack of 604, defense of 560, and speed of 111. Those are her, final stats. Before I talk about the runes, I have to talk about the skills in order for you to know what the runes are. Now again, this monster I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with, but it's basically this basic information, and I'm trying out this new series to talk about certain monsters. So Shannon here. Shannon has 3 skills, no leader skill. Her first skill is Spirit Ball. It attacks the enemy with an energy ball. The attack has a 50% chance of increasing the enemy's chance to land a glancing hit for 2 turns. Okay, so glancing hits are really useful. Glancing hit, like debuffs, are really useful on many bosses. It's very useful in the Giant's Keep. Making him glancing hit on every single one of your enemies is every single one of your allies, sorry, is very amazing. But the good thing about Shannon is that you can easily max her skills because they're pixies, 2-star monsters. All of mine are maxed, just like freaking every other player in the game. They should be maxed. And Spirit Ball in itself will probably need accuracy. And yes, Shannon does need accuracy. So let's talk about the second skill. The second skill is Decelerate. Attacks all enemies, decreasing their attack speed for 2 turns with an 80% chance on each target. It also has a cooltime turn -1 eventually, which is good. Basically, it's a 3-turn move, like 3-turn cooltime. So Decelerate already has a very high percent chance to, work. 80% chance plus the harmful effect rate even more. High accuracy will make it hit almost every single time. So this is also useful on certain bosses, especially the Giant's Keep, because Shannon is amazing for the Giant's Keep. And her third skill, very amazing buff, one of the most amazing support buff abilities in the game. Pep Talk increases the attack power and defense of all allies for 3 turns. Cooltime -1 eventually becomes a reusable in 4 turns. So buffing attack and defense of everyone in the team for 3 turns is so amazing. So because of these things, you're like, well, what should I do? How should I rune her? Here's how you should rune her. Now there are 2 ways, although one of the ways is actually early to mid game, the other way is mid game to end game. So usually people who get Shannon first, they will automatically use Swift and Focus. That is the first build. Swift Focus, it works for some time. It does work. But what you want to do with Swift Focus is to have speed on the slot number 2, a HP percentage or defense percentage on slot number 4, and an accuracy percentage on slot number 6. Now keep in mind, in case you don't know about runes, slots 1, 3, and 5 are always the same in terms of the main stat. Slot 1 is always attack plus, slot 3 is always defense plus, and slot 5 is HP plus. 2, 4, and 6 always change. And what I'm saying now is, well, this. You have to give her speed for slot 2. You have to. She needs to be fast. Now, as far as slot 4 goes, many sources say sometimes either defense percentage can be better or sometimes HP percentage can be better. It really depends. Now, the reason why I'm saying that defense percentage can be pretty useful over HP percentage is because Shannon's base HP is pretty bad. It's only 7,245, it's among the worst in the entire game. One of the worst. 7,200, even less than Ardella, who has 75 HP. But that's kind of why, if you have a low HP, a low main HP, an HP percentage bonus is not going to be as significant as, let's say, a monster who has 10,000 HP, because it's percentage based. You know, having 50% of 10,000 would be 15,000 total HP. 50% of 7,000 would be 7,000 plus 3,500, you know, so it's a big difference. Now, having defense percentage, the bad thing about that is fighting monsters who can actually ignore defense. You know, if you fight a Lu Shen is going to be much more deadly to a Shannon that has defense percentage on slot 4 over an HP. Fighting the high elementals which have tectonic shift, you know, that's also very lethal. There are other moves that do that, and because of that, it's debatable. There's not really one or the other that is significantly better than the other, so I don't know. It's hard to say. But for sure you want to put slot 6 accuracy percentage. Now, the second build that you want to do is, well, Despair over Swift. The reason why, Shannon will already be fast enough with only having a speed in slot 2 because her base speed is already 111, which is actually pretty freaking high. 111. So having a speed on slot 2 with having some more speed substats on the other runes, it's gonna make her pretty fast already. Despair works because Decelerate hits all enemies, so overall she's gonna be able to make enemies glance, you know, get glancing hits, speed down enemies, and by speed down I mean slow down. I'm just saying like speed and then down. Really the proper terminology is slow down, because speed up is the opposite, but whatever. Speed goes down, that's what I'm saying. And she can also stun. Because of that, you want to put Despair on her so that she can do all 3 of the things. Decelerate can hit all enemies like I said, and that makes her really amazing. Now, Focus will always work because she needs more accuracy. She always needs more accuracy. Let's take a look at my Shannon now. Here's my Shannon. Her slot 1 rune, well, it's not too important, but basically the important thing to give her would be accuracy, you know, percentage, speed bonuses, which it does not have, and HP percentage or defense percentage are useful. She has 12% HP, you know, 4% accuracy, not bad of a rune, but it, you know, they could always improve. Slot 2 is only a 4-star. I'm working on improving this because I'm looking for a Despair at least 5 that would have some accuracy. This one has accuracy percentage, you know, and some defense there, so it's pretty good for now, temporary though, but you know. Slot 3 rune, it has a nice speed plus, and defense percentage and some HP plus, not as good as percentages, but hey, you know, it works. Slot 4, she currently has a Despair rune. Slot 4, defense plus 53%, having a plus 15 would be 63%. It also has HP percentage plus, HP percentage, not plus, what the hell, and accuracy percentage. Overall, I like this rune a lot. It looks really good. It does. Slot 5, it's a 6-star rune. Speed plus 11, accuracy plus 6%, HP plus 6%. All good stuff, good substats there. So that's very useful. And then slot number 6, accuracy 5-star. Attack percentage, that's not speed plus 3. The substats are not too great, although at least the HP plus is pretty good. It's 674, you know, and like 200, 300. But even then, I mean, if I can find a spare 6 accuracy, I'll eventually replace it because it's not too good, this one. So that's pretty much how you want to rune Shannon. Again, this video was kind of a very obvious thing, you know, very common sense, because Shannon is a monster that is used by pretty much every single person playing the game. Pretty much. So that's why. It's very easy, very basic. You're watching this video and you're like, what the hell, I know all this. Yeah, but don't worry. Eventually, I'm going to be doing some other monsters that are not as well known. So hopefully this series will get better and better by using monsters that are a lot less known. Although in the next few videos, I'm going to be doing some more obvious ones, such as Bernard. That is pretty much it for this one. Next time, I will go ahead and move on to the next monster strategy, and it's most likely going to be Bernard. Thank you for watching, goodbye everybody, and until next time.